Hi, this is Cheryl St.Pierre. In this video, we're going to make this cute little peekaboo ring. It's nothing fancy. It's good for learning techniques. It's good for learning, practicing fighting with wire on a ring mandrel. Making rings is never an easy thing. Don't expect it to be. There are some rings out there that are easier than this, for sure. But this is a good one to learn some skills on and get yourself going on rings. There's much harder designs out there. The sky's the limit, basically. You can do all kinds of designs with a ring mandrel. So you got to begin by getting your supplies and just, you know, learn how to do the measurements, learn how to work with everything when it's work hardened enough, you know, learning how to practice making that nice and hard. And yeah, so let's get on with this. And oh, please subscribe to my channel, and so you get the notifications. You need to ring the bell. Check out my paid tutorial membership, my retired ones. You'll get to see all of them, the technique ones as well as the retired videos. And yeah, oh, I'll have in the description, I will have the links to products on Amazon. I've only had the US links so far, and I'm working on getting Canada in there too. I just have to figure out how to do both. Okay, so let's get on with the show. Okay, so for this video, I'm actually using a 3mm bicone. You could try 3mm round gemstone too. It'll be a little bit more difficult. You could use a 4mm bicone, but again, it'll be more difficult. This design is really meant to work with something tiny. So I've got 10.5 inches of wire, because this ring uses a little bit more wire. You'll have to excuse me for my voice. We've got fires around here, and the smoke in the air is affecting my voice and a bit of my asthma. And so I yawn a lot because of oxygen levels. So you'll have to pardon that. I have a flush cutter, a chain nose plier, a ring mandrel, a rawhide mallet, and a ruler, which I probably won't be using, but you might, for measuring your wire and for cutting off at the end. I'm gonna do mine by eye. So the first thing we're gonna do is find the approximate center of the wire, and by the way, this is my 5th take for this video. I'm tired. And it better work out, or this video is not going up today. So I'm hoping it all goes well. And I'm trying to make it a size 5.5, so I'm going to go a half a size bigger. And we want to try and make the wire bend the same way on each side of the stone. I felt like my ring, it did. I need to get a new stone. My bicone just cracked. And I need to straighten out this wire to get it off. So what I'm going to do is pause the video, I think. Because I'm going to have to smash it off like that. Now I got little shards of glass everywhere. Okay. And I'm going to go get another bicone. Okay, so I'm back. Now let's get back to where we were. I'm making a 5.5, so I'm gonna wrap around the 6, and I want to get, hopefully I don't break the bicone. Maybe that was a fractured bicone, because I've never had that happen like that before. Okay, and we're just like the other ring, wrapping around where we're not crossing the wires over. And we want it to be tight. So if you need to, take your chain nose pliers and pull it up tight. And I just want to see where, good. I have myself zoomed in. I'm still the same distance as before, but I'm zoomed in so that you can see better. And I can see I don't have my bicone quite level, so I'm not sure. I'm going to push down on the wire, and I don't want to. You know what? I'm going to take it off, and I'm just going to bend it here so that they're both bent about the same. Put it back on the mandrel. Pull it snug again. Okay, and now just like the other ring, we're going to wrap carefully around, but instead of twisting around each other, we're going around to around the bead. And again, we're going to try and tuck underneath the wire, and that's hard to do with a stone, so this is much harder to do. Okay, so it's kind of got a little bit of a rose look going on there. And I shouldn't have let go because now it loosened up on me there. So this is difficult. And I'm going to try and get that ring, the gem showing. No, so it's good that you're seeing this because it's not going to be just you. Okay, so holding it tight, supporting this. Remember, this is a peekaboo ring, so you don't want to see the full bead. You just want to see it peeking through. So we're lifting up to have that look right there, and you can perfect the wire a little bit later if you don't get it quite right. And at this point, I'm taking it off the ring mandrel. I'm going to support the wire because I kind of have it where I want it. Support it and very carefully bend it and tug that, not tight, just gently. Tucking it over, and I can see you might have a hard time seeing what I'm doing, so I was just closing up these wires a bit and having that snugged in there while not letting go of the wire on top. And it did, I actually pushed the wire a little bit down, so I'm just going to push it back up. And now I'm going to try and do the similar thing on the other side. Tuck that over, pull that over, pull it. And at that point, I'm going to put it back on the ring mandrel. And it didn't shrink up the way it's supposed to. But I'm going to pull that where I want it. Tug it up a bit. I'm going to wrap one more time. Just, it'll secure it just that much more, and we have the extra room. And the wire bent on me. I didn't think I'd have to support it, but I did. But again, we're going to do the fine tuning later. And we will tap it with the rawhide mallet to make it a little bit work hardened. And this, remember, this ring is a bit finicky. Yes, it's an easy ring, but it still has its little things to make it hard. I forgot to mention the nail buff. We will use the nail buff again in this video as well. Okay, so now I'm just going to pull this up tighter. And tuck this in a little bit tighter. center it. Now you're being picky, because now we're about to be finished the ring. So at this point, we're not doing the spiral. We're making that part easier. We're going to go around like this, and then we're going to make a loop. I can almost do it with my fingers instead of my pliers. I'm going to make a loop like that. And then I had the wire long enough I could do it with my bare fingers. Then I'm going to snip it right there. And we want to make sure you only cut that one wire. And now we want to tuck it in almost under. I bent it where I didn't want to. Just underneath, because we don't want it catching on anything. So it's actually almost tucked in. And again, this moved on me. So I'm guessing I'm going to leave the finalization of that after we're done the loops. So that loop I did by hand, but you can use your pliers to do it too. And then make sure you're cutting it in the right direction. Oops. Heard that one fly. There, snugged in, nice, no pokes. Now I want to finalize the look of this wire, and I'm doing very careful because I don't want to mar the wire, but you could if you wanted to. Now there is a protective thing, I think I've mentioned it. There's a dip that you can dip some pliers into, and you could have special pliers that are dipped into that. I can't use it because it's latex based, and I'm violently allergic to latex, so I can't use that. Okay, so now what you would do is just fine tune all your wires the way you want the ring to look. And if you mar the wire, you can use the buff. I'm just going to spread this out by pushing with my, there. And now I'm actually going to buff it in case I did mar it. I might have marred it a little bit, but not much. Make it shiny. Do the same here. Okay, and now I'm going to do just like the other ring, and it did loosen up quite a bit. I ended up with a 6.5 ring. I don't know how I managed to do that, but it did. So bear in mind, when you have a stone, it is much harder to be as accurate. Now we're work hardening. And you can do this. I won't do it very long here. But you do it as long as it takes to make, when you're done that, it's on there tight. There we go. It should be very round, very firm. And just that little bit helped. But I'm putting it back on. And I'm just very gently tapping this. And that little bit work hardens this. And you keep doing it. And I'm just lightly tapping it. And if you need to buff it again, something's coming off of the hammer, I think. that little tapping, believe it or not, does work hard and makes that pretty strong in there that it can't really bend. Seems a little off. But anyways, now it's really strong. It doesn't want to bend for me. Okay. There it is. It's cute. It's not fancy, but it's a nice way to learn a little bit of a technique. And it's too big on me. That's okay. That's okay. It's comfy. It's cute. And there you go. Thank you for joining me in this video. Check out the links that I have for you. They are affiliate links. So every time you click on them, it helps me out. If you understand how affiliate links work, you will understand that as well. So, yeah, thank you. God bless. And take care of yourselves. Bye for now.